Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video. Part 3, You idiot. Don't be so hasty. I hear Gisu shout. Along with Elenalize clicking her tongue, she dashes after Paul. Continuing along, Talhan starts running as well. Elenalize couldn't catch up with Paul, who had a running start. I'm going to cover them, Roxy shouts. There, I return to myself and aim my staff with the Hydra as the opponent. First, we need to defeat the enemy. Defeat it in a single hit. I charge my rock bullet, enough that it is able to blow away even a demon lord in a single hit. Quiet Fist of the Iceman, Frost Nova. Roxy starts incanting intermediate magic and is preemptively attacking, as well. A cluster of cold air overtakes Paul at a tremendous speed and impacts. High, N. Just before impact, an ear-splitting sound, like something scratching on glass, resounds in the giant temple. Wah! Roxy's voice and her eyes are wide open. There isn't even a single scratch on the Hydra. Is it strong against ice? By the instant such a thought floated through my mind, Paul is arriving at the Hydra. Rock Cannonball. I fire the rock bullet I had been charging. The sharpened bullet flies while releasing a high-pitched sound, Qin. It passes above Paul, who was a few steps from reaching the Hydra. It impacts on the Hydra. High, N. Again, that unpleasant sound is heard. It blocked. It wasn't avoided. It should have hit. It should have been a direct hit. However, the sound from just now, the high-pitched sound just now, what is it? Almost as if nothing is done at all, the Hydra calmly stands up. There was not even a single scratch. Paul's spirited loud yell reaches up to me. The Hydra moves that head almost like a snake and attacks Paul. Paul avoids it with the minimum movement possible. In the next instant, the Hydra's head is spinning off in the air. Paul swings the sword in his right hand, with a tremendous sword speed. For an instant, Paul's figure blurs. He is moving at a speed that my demon eye's foresight can't see. In the next instant, a different head of the Hydra is spraying blood. Paul swings the sword in his left hand, slicing. Since the off-hand sword was shorter, it isn't enough to completely sever its head. Paul rotates his body mid-air and, making use of his centrifugal force, slashes again with the sword in his right hand. The head of the Hydra that had been hanging loosely falls. Shaw! The Hydra lost its second head in an instant. However, the Hydra had 9 heads. The Hydra uses one head after another and encloses, surrounds, and attacks Paul from every direction. Paul backsteps to put some distance between them, but maybe because of the size of the step, he isn't able to escape from the attack range of the Hydra. Paul. Then Elenalize catches up. With her shield at the ready, she projects her sword. I feel an invisible shockwave release. Hi, N. It's that sound again. Almost as if it hasn't received any shockwave at all, the Hydra pursues after Paul. Murmuring of the muddy stream. Water current. Simultaneously with Roxy's incantation, a cluster of water appears in front of Paul's eyes. That cluster of water washes Paul away from the Hydra, escaping from the Hydra's attack range. Paul is then rolling into a somersault when Elenalize faces towards and immediately enters a stance to cover him. Just about midway there, Talhan stops his feet and starts the incantation for magic. There were some irregularities, but the formation has become the shape of advance guard, middle guard, and rear guard. What are we going to do about combat? Paul's attacks were effective. However, my rock bullet was blocked. Roxy's magic as well. Next would be either fire or wind, I guess. Both of them have area of effect and are hard to keep from affecting Paul and the others. What to do? Earth Pillar. Talhan's incantation ends. It's earth magic. Above the Hydra's head, a mass of rock appears and falls onto the Hydra. Hi, N. That sound was let out again. Just before the rock impacts the Hydra, it dissipates almost like becoming sand and disperses. It's that sound. When that sound is let out, the magic disappears. Does magic have no effect on that thing? What should be done? Should we keep going on? Or would it be better to run away temporarily? What should I do? There, I hear Roxy's pressured voice from beside me. Rudy, it's healing. I look towards her, pointing, where the 2 heads that Paul had lopped off. One of those heads is stretching out to the end of the cut. The bones, muscle and flesh is swelling up and rebuilding the head. The other head as well, following along with that, started to repair itself. It can regenerate. That thing's heads, just by cutting them off, you can't permanently damage it. Let's retreat. Roxy's voice, however, it didn't reach Paul. While raising a voice filled with fighting spirit, he is resolved on striking the Hydra with his swords. Elenalize is in danger trying to support Paul's reckless fighting style. Gisu, Talhand's voice, Gisu takes off running. Gisu overtakes Talhand and moves up to just behind Paul. He throws something he was holding in his hand at the Hydra. Papa, I hear the sound of an explosion. And then, from near the Hydra something like smoke is rising up. A smoke screen, huh? While Gisu is shouting something, he starts pulling Paul backwards. However, Gisu can't restrain Paul. In no time at all, Paul is about to shake Gisu off. In the next instant, Elenalize bashes Paul in the face with her shield. Gisu releases his hold and says something, then Paul faces this way and starts running. Rudius. I start to move after hearing Elenalice's voice. I concentrate all the magic power I could into my hand and create a dense fog in the space between the Hydra and Paul. A fog, like pure white steam, to conceal others. However, I know that the Hydra is approaching us, as it makes a doshin doshin sound. Even though its sound wasn't all that fast, Paul and the others return up to the circle. Rudy, we're retreating. Ahead, to the magic circle. Yes, Sensei. I anticipate it and jump onto the magic circle. That's it guys, thank you for watching, subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.